I'm seeing. Okay, cool. I think we have sound.
Are we back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let's start over. We started to do this whole thing, but we didn't get that far in. Okay. So, Gatekeeper Talks. All right, we're starting the podcast again. You got me, the Genie. You got Danny,
The Redeemer.
All right, we're here. We're chopping it up every week, talking about Gatekeeper. Now, we just talked about this. Essentially, it's funny because we're doing a podcast. We got like 20 to 30 people in the area who can play Gatekeeper, like ever, right, in the whole world.
Ever.
But it's like, I just feel like this is a great way for us to just kind of grow our community.
Yeah, this gets the community involved not only to come in on Tuesdays, but to set some time aside and explain their character and how they tackle coming into Tuesday and how they use different combos and just to see what their strategy is to win every Tuesday.
Yeah, and so with that being said, all right, I think we said a lot more last time. Of course, the audio wasn't working, but
Sorry.
we'll just kind of go into what we were saying before. So
yeah, there's a difference in cards now. So if you guys didn't know, we had some called the RNG version.
right, okay. So let me preface. So we a couple years ago we started Gatekeeper as like trying to produce it and make boards and sell them or whatever, and that went fine. But then I moved to New York. All right, and so because I moved to New York as the creator, we had no way of. There was no like glue in the community anymore, and like everyone stopped playing. I moved to New York, and it kind of went on a hiatus. People kind of played casually here and there, but it was kind of like there wasn't the tournaments or anything like that going on. So, me being in New York, I was still working. I was still working on stuff. So, while I was in New York, we created a major change to the game. So let's go over those cards again. Okay, so this is what
the original card.
This is what it is. So originally we had these cards, right? I'll bring one up to the camera here. You can see the art is actually pretty good, but it's not really my style, and it's the graphic design is not good, and that's on me because I was a bad graphic designer, and I didn't know what I was doing when we made these. That being said, we made them and they work. But they're a little simple. You roll the dice for your ability. Nowadays, in New York, we were designing, and things have upgraded big time. So
massively.
So here's some characters, new characters. Boom. Boom. This one was actually done by my friend Presley in New York. Shout out to you if you're watching. Presley, we got some new ones. Skinwalker. Again, my friend Presley did this one. Goopster. Big time.
Sorry.
Fungal Spore. I'm not going to go through all these, but the main point is the graphic design has gotten better, the art has gotten better, the characters are more interesting, and so I just think overall it's just cooler, okay? But then on top of that, we added this mana system. So that's what we were talking about last time when the sound went out. What are your thoughts, Danny, as a new player on the mana system?
Okay, so yeah, like you said, the old version was you used to roll a dice, a 1 through 6, and you get to randomly have an ability to do that turn. Randomly is the key word on that. Yeah. Now with the mana system, you can go into, I would say, battle more strategically into saving mana per turn for combos and stuff like that. So now you get to choose what you want to do instead of getting chosen. Yeah. Instead of giving randomly something for you to go at anyway. So that can create a whole other world for options on what you can do on your turn now, which is, I would say, a lot better, especially for this new season coming out. So I do like the idea.
Yeah, it just realistically, it just adds a layer of strategy before the game was very RNG, right? In fact, for the first 5 years, the game was pretty much all RNG, and it was interesting to watch how we went from, in season 1, it was like a game of politics, right? We were basically trying to convince each other to attack certain people. You know what I mean? Remember, the reason Ethan was so good in season 1 because he was the best at politics because we didn't want to kill him.
Yeah.
You felt bad for attacking Ethan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, so that's how it was. Then over years, we had certain players who started to emerge as more dominant players, not because of their politics, but because of their actual strategies.
Right.
Right? So that's when Lucas and season 3 sort of like started to, he started to rise up.
Yeah. No, I also say your brother as well did that. I feel like
Yeah,
he came in.
Andrew
He
too.
doesn't say a lot when he plays. He more just focuses on his own strategies of the game and figure out a lot of ways to do a lot of moves that we've actually have picked up on and use ourselves. So, yeah, there's a lot of ways to. I feel like it's just more open now. You know what I mean?
No. That was big because, and so first it was Lucas with the red and green gate. Okay, I think Ethan just championed red, and I
Yeah.
think and I always play blue, which that's a whole other conversation. But you have Lucas like championed red and green, and that combo meant people couldn't jackpot on him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at the time, people had started to learn how to jackpot and kill the person in the center.
Which jackpotting is.
Okay, so jackpotting is when you hit max health in the game, you can then take the center. But if there's already a gatekeeper, then you just take another gate. So what people would do is when there was someone was gatekeeper, is they would hit max health, they would take one of his gates and then use it to attack him. Right? It was a real easy way of killing the gatekeeper. And so it started off Lucas when he started to play really well. He was playing a red and green character, the Gringo Giant, and he just sort of like he started to dominate because of that.
Yeah.
People couldn't jackpot on him. He had the red gate, which is like everyone knows that's the strongest gate.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. And so like it was just what it was. Like he just dominated because of it. Now, after a while, Andrew in the next season, season 4, started to perfect the green, like the jackpot, right? To the point where Lucas couldn't get green from Andrew. So then that season 4, also Lucas didn't really play as well in season 4 for
Right.
whatever. Actually, probably because the Gringo Giant wasn't. No, it was a character, but
It was, but it wasn't actually used as much anymore.
yeah.
I don't think so.
So it just for whatever reason, Andrew started playing better, and then by season 4 tournament, Lucas said to me, which we could do a whole podcast on this, which we actually have. Lucas said to me in the season 4 grand finals, Steven, let's force Andrew to take center first, like by jackpotting, force him to jackpot, which
Yeah.
I can explain a little bit in a second, and then we will team up on him and kill him. So essentially, what that means is like if we were gonna make him gain health and become gatekeeper by reaching max health before he was ready. Because if you don't know, if you're not ready to take center,
Yeah, no.
you'll get killed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So we forced him to do that. And Andrew did everything he could to make it hard. If I'm not mistaken, he went for a stockade. He got himself a restoration die, and it was just the way the board was turned, or in the way the positioning was. Andrew did it, and Andrew played everything perfectly, so that despite all of us ganging up on him, we still lost.
Yeah.
It was insane. 1 gate, 3 rotation gatekeeper. Which, if you don't know, that's insane. Especially if your 1 gate is green.
That is pretty nutty.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
No, it's seriously crazy. I'm serious. So, okay, so where were we going with that?
Okay, so now that we explained the whole deal with mana and RNG cards, which we are selling cards now. So there's original 8. We've picked.
The cards. I forgot.
We picked the 8 original cards that we're going to be playing with for this season. So we're only keeping 8 allowed for the table, which is a good number because 8 is the max number of players that can play on one board. So now Steven has found a great way to alter alter promoting in a different way to where you can buy cards and buy your characters, which will allow you guys to have more options on how you want to play a game.
So season 6.
See, now
That's where we're at, right?
we're at season 6.
So, okay, this is season 6 of Gatekeeper. All right, we'll talk about the games in a second. So basically, yeah, now that we have all these new cards, right, they cost money to make. So you can buy them at the matches, $5. We have an item shop, all right? So your card, like Fortnite, yeah.
It's really cool. It's really cool.
So if you see your card on Tuesday that you want to get, you better get it because it might not be in the item shop next week. All right, it's all fun and games. But seriously, we put a lot of effort into the card. So it's pretty
Drawing,
sweet.
lamination, printing.
So when it comes to the game, here's the other thing. When it comes to the actual game, we have cards that are ready for people to play all the time. That's what Danny was talking about. But those cards, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to be the same every week. So if you want to have any variants, you're going to have to like buy new cards.
Yeah,
And
you
that's
have to
the,
buy it.
and that rules for everyone too. Like we have a lot of us have invested in the company, and we still all have to buy cards. You know?
Yeah, no, I think it's fair that everyone should have. It's a clean slate for everybody. So the 8 cards that we picked, they don't suck to force you guys to buy the other cards. They're the top cards that already have been dominating in season 6 already, which I believe this is like, I don't know, week 4.
Right, and I bought the Dova. I did. I bought the Dova. But I have a theory about Dova, which I'll get to.
Okay.
I get later.
Which I think is pretty wild. I don't think Dova's that good. I haven't tried any combos with Dova, but I would have to look through the cards. I don't know which one I would buy.
Dude, I think it's actually pretty nuts. Now, okay.
Okay, so besides the cards, though, so now that we have another way of selling and promoting this business, we're going to talk about how Season 6 has started and is going already.
Okay, well, Season 5, right, was like I came back from New York. We were playing Season 5. I felt like the games were good. We were getting hype.
Yeah.
Clips were happening. It was like I was in high school all over again. It was exciting. We did our grand finals. The videos kind of scuffed, but it was still a good ceremony.
Yeah.
You know. And then I think going into Season 6, right? First of all, we started Season 6 because Lucas Miller's here, and Lucas Miller is like one of the GOAT players. And so we knew when he was here for winter break that we had to get his games in for the season. But Season 6 started, and I'm not like some of these matches had like a ton of energy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. The start of Season 6 was it was a cash cup. So
I forgot about the cash.
when you add the cash on top of the hypeness that already includes Gatekeeper, everyone is at the top of their game, and that's the way
Dude.
I like to play Gatekeeper.
I think it was before Season 6 started, you had us do a money match. You were like, let's play for money.
Yeah, we played for 5.
Dude, putting 5s in the game changed the ordeal, dude. And it's funny, I didn't even want the money. I just didn't want to lose my $5.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, that too though. Yeah.
I don't care about the money that I win. And that's funny too, because we played the cash cup, and I felt more pressure in the 5s match than I did in the but you felt the most pressure because Danny volunteered the money for the prize.
I did put half of it because the other prize was also a board to be won as well. So it was genuinely just $200, $100 for the board and $100 for the cash. But I did feel a lot of pressure putting in the 100 in, but he also put in a board as well, so there was a lot of pressure.
Yeah. No, it's a lot. No, and I feel like how do I say it like this? Essentially, my feeling during that cash cup was actually okay. During the cash cup, there was a couple interesting things. The first thing is that Andrew and Ethan were both undefeated for the past 4 or 5 games going into it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Did you know that? No.
I
So it's
didn't know.
and so here's the crazy thing. Both of them won their first match. What? Yeah, I'm not even kidding. So both of them went into the grand finals undefeated for 5 or 6 matches.
That's crazy.
Like both of them did. And then
You said Ethan and who?
Andrew.
Ethan and Andrew? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Both of them were completely undefeated from the last time, from all the preseason matches, everything, going into Season 6. The preseason too, I didn't talk about the preseason. We have a couple of those live stream, but yeah, Ethan was undefeated throughout the whole preseason, went to the match, won his first game, and the same thing with Andrew. And then they both went head to head.
And just, dude, they whiffed it. If you guys watched the video, it was pretty intense for that last game. They had a lot of, chances to win.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. Anyways, the cash cup to start the season.
No, it's not even beside the point. Dude, you rolled 3 6s, right? No, 2 6s, right?
It was 2 6s.
At the end of the game.
Yeah, after my 3 rotations, I survived for another extra 2 rotations. as
Which is
well.
crazy. I can't even survive
So
one
that's
rotation.
5 rotations.
It's so hard to survive.
I was at 2 HP, so yeah, I had to not get another 6, but I ended up doing that.
No, it is so insane.
Yeah, so it was a great start for the season.
Did they have a chance to win?
They did have a chance.
Did they have one?
They had so many chances to win. And 5 rotations.
No, I also want to know, like, how did it feel playing for your own $200? Like, how did it feel?
It
You
was-
were gonna lose $200. If you
Dude, it wasn't even about. It really wasn't even about the money. Like, I haven't had a win coming into season. Well, like
You
before
won-
the grand finals, right? I think I probably won. I don't know, like I don't know. We'd have to pull up the stats, but it was like only 2 or 3 games for that season. So it's like I was having that hunger to win, and it wasn't for the money. It was for like I wanted to win.
Yeah.
So I was more focused on how am I going to do that instead of just defending my money. You know what I mean?
And who were they playing as? Do you remember? You were playing Raven. Who were they playing? Or were you playing Raven?
I was playing Raven, of course, because that's my go-to card now. I don't remember the other cards that were on the table. I know Andrew was Bijan. I know he was Bijan, but
Right.
other than that, though,
And I don't know who Ethan was playing.
I don't know either. He might have been playing Dynamo. He was playing Dynamo. 100% he was playing Dynamo.
Okay.
He was playing Dynamo.
Okay.
Okay. But other than that, though, I definitely secured the win for Season 6. And on top of that, we had a Dragon Roll. Just
Oh, I
to
forgot- yeah,
end,
that's-
end the Season 6 with a Dragon Roll
For the
dub.
beginning. The first match.
Yeah, the first match.
Yeah, that's
nuts,
nice.
bro. Nuts.
And that was rolled by Seth. And it's actually crazy because it's always Dragon Rolls are always rolled by new players in their first match, basically. First
I
couple
don't know that
matches.
either.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like Jaden Adcock, Brandon Rempus, me, right? Kind of. I wasn't necessarily new, obviously.
Nah, yeah,
It
nah.
was like it was still kind of like it was the first time.
Nah, that was like season.
It was the first time anyone had ever attempted it though.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that's valid though.
You know what I mean? So the
Mhm.
first time I attempted it, Jaden Adcock, really, I mean, the only other person to get it was
Well, Gabe did one too, right?
Gabe. That's it. Gabe and
Yeah.
Josh. But you know, again, I don't think Josh had ever. I think it was still Josh's first time ever attempting a Dragon Roll.
Mm.
Either way, it's
Either way, if you guys,
unprecedented.
we know we have some new viewers in here. A Dragon Roll is, I would say, the hypest thing to do in Gatekeeper.
Yeah, I think so.
A Dragon Roll
I mean, that
is.
doubles the double suicide.
Yeah, I think I have it here, where it's a special card of its own, just like the Gatekeeper card. Okay, this isn't no bummy card. Once you have a Dragon Roll, you have obtained 3 dragons throughout the game by attacking lane shields.
Yeah.
I'm going to go too into detail. Once you have unlocked those 3 dragons, you turn them in and you have a card that you use. Everything on this card is absolutely magnificent, except, well, the most is number 5 though. And a 5 can only be used on the last rotation of the Gatekeeper. And if you get this 5,
So last turn of the game.
yeah, last turn of the entire game, if you roll a 5 with absolutely no gates, 1 HP, and just a prayer, you have the chance to win the game. And I think that's why this card
Yeah.
and this roll is absolutely stunning, because you have a chance against all odds to win the game. Once you get a 5 on the last rotation, you get to 1v1 the Gatekeeper with a 1 through 6 with a 6-sided die versus his 6-sided die. It's just a straight off even match. Whoever wins the game, and that's what a Dragon Roll is.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe the only thing more hype than that is the double zero, like the double suicide.
That is really hype. Though.
But
The thing with the double suicide is that it's so hype that it's really never happened. Like, it happened one time, like Lucas did it, but
Once.
nobody was there.
Nobody was. It
Nobody
was
was
recorded
there.
though, but nobody was
It was
there.
it was recorded. There was like 4 people
The
there.
hypeness wasn't the aroma wasn't there.
Like, yeah, it's not the same. Now, a Magic 8's pretty hype.
Magic 8's there
You know, if you roll an 8, which is the highest number you can roll,
on an 8
8-sided dice, right, to kill the Gatekeeper in one shot. That's something that happens. I've done it once. Danny's done it the most out of anybody. And that reminds me of Ethan too. Ethan's never done any of these things.
Nah, Ethan almost did.
Right, but it's like whatever. It's like whatever. So, why did we bring that up? We were talking about.
Well, we're just talking about hype rolls.
Season 6 though.
But we mentioned the Dragon Roll to start off season 6 with a Cash Cup tournament. So not only was there a Cash Cup tournament, there was a Dragon Roll involved.
Yeah.
That was epic. So I guess now we can go into leaderboards and statistics for season 6.
Let me add one more thing too. I just think the playing for money is actually like, because it's like, it's not exact. Obviously, like, it's kind of gambling, right? Like, it's not exact. I mean, there's some skill in the game.
I wouldn't say it's gambling.
It's not like straight. It's not like complete gambling, but there's skill in the game. But like, there's you're at the end of the day, it's a dice rolling game. Anyway, but like, no, it does add another level of intensity, which I'm very.
I feel like the intensity is already there without the money, though. So it's like, and which I'm really proud of too, though.
Oh yeah.
So that's cool.
So and then anyway, so going into season 6 now we have a new place to play. We play here at the church because I work here. So and then they gave me the green light here to like
Every Tuesday.
on Tuesdays at 6 o'clock if anyone wants to come. To play here in the kids narthex or whatever, like the lobby here. And so yeah, it's just been good, and we've been able to invite a lot of people. And honestly, like as a pastor, someone who works in the church, like it's a great way to get guys in the church to hang out outside of church, kind of build that community. I don't know how much you think about that, but like for me, that's a big thing because like a lot of young guys, like we come to church and it's hard to get connected. You know?
Yeah. This is a great way to not only involve, gatekeeper, but to have a chance to talk to, a variety type of people about, Christ, which we haven't pushed it hard at all. We're at a church, but we come here for gatekeeper.
Yeah. We're not like super.
We're not even pushing it, like barely. But it's just like
we pray before the game sometimes.
Yeah, which is awesome, and that's just like the type of environment that you're going to be coming into when you come to Gatekeeper.
Yeah. I just think it's nice to be with a bunch of good dudes, and hanging out. Yeah. I think it's such a positive thing, especially nowadays. Like most dudes, like you can't get them out of their house because all they want to do is play video games.
Oh yeah.
And I love video games. Don't get me wrong. Like I was a gamer, but like I'm past it now. Like I cannot sit here and be inside all the time.
It brings the boys' night, phrase to
right.
life again, which is nice.
And just to to tie, if we're gonna tie this to my faith, I think the biggest thing is like, what did Jesus do more than anything? Hung out with the boys, dude. Dude, he broke bread with the boys. All the time Jesus was hanging out with the boys. I'm just saying. So if Jesus is supposed to hang out with the boys and you're a dude you need to hang out with the boys.
And you also meet new people as well, though, which is pretty exciting.
Right.
So, yeah.
It's just a positive environment. So I think that's good. Okay, well sure. So with that being said, let's talk about who's winning this year. Let's talk about. You want to look at characters first, or you want to talk about players?
I want to talk about players and how the cards have been dominating for those players.
Let's look at players first, and then we'll talk about. Then we'll show it. Okay. So you guys won't be able to see the leaderboards here. Did I just drop all those cards?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Right now,
good luck.
Let's look at looking at the leaderboards.
Let's talk about the recap of this massive, and I wasn't even there for, of this massacre that Lucas Miller had last week.
So let's just say that Lucas Miller was not even in the top 6. I think I don't even know if he was in the top 10. And then we played 6 matches on Tuesday.
There's a way you can bring that up there, right?
Say it again?
On the side? You can't bring the stats on the side or no?
I could bring it up, but I don't think they really care that much.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, because if you want to see the stats, go to gatekeeperonline.net, and there's a tab to click for leaderboards, and that'll help you just navigate through there. You'll find season 6 at some point. If you need to, you'll find it. Just keep clicking stuff until you see the word season 6 and click on that. Anyway, so gatekeeperonline.net. Okay, with that being said, so Lucas was I think he may have even been outside the top 10. But on Tuesday, there were dudes at my house playing Gatekeeper till 2 in the morning.
Wow.
And one of those dudes was no other than Lucas Miller. And so, if you don't know, I've taken somewhat of a back seat this season, all right, which we'll talk about a little more. I have not been trying my very hardest. Mainly, I've been playing characters that are outside my meta, and I haven't been thinking about the game, trying to thinking about how to get to end game. I've really been playing more experimentally this season. Even so, I've still captured blue more than anyone else.
You're tied though with 3.
I'm tied, but I've only played a blue character 1 game, and I've captured the blue gate or 2 games, and I only played it on Tuesday. And I captured the blue gate all this time. Anyway, not the point. Point is what am I trying to get to? I'm trying to say that so I have not been playing the greatest. Now, because the guys at my house, it was Drew, it was Amador, it was Lucas, Drew Moreno, Lucas, and Amador. I had an opportunity to try my very hardest. Okay, and so I really, for the first time this season, really like pushed it. Okay, and despite getting the most points I've gotten, I did not win any of my games. And on top of that, there was one player who was outside the top 10 and now is sitting at number 1.
Nuts.
Dude, I think in 4 games, he scored like 32 points. Okay, he had 3 wins.
That's ridiculous, bro.
3 10-point victories, right? And to be number 1 at 62 points in 9 games.
So Lucas definitely dominated last week.
For comparison, right? Gabe Frame is sitting at the same amount of games, 9 games, and has 47 points. That is literally 15 points less in the same amount of games. He's only down 1 victory, and Lucas is sitting with the what do you call it? The coveted 33% win rate. All right, everybody wants a 33% win rate. Almost nobody gets it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After 20 games, having a 33% win rate is insane. But there he is at 9. He's already there. There's a couple people, like Amador has a 37%. Like, so I mean, we might see that, but like, what we will go for, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's still only 9, but for Lucas to have 9 games with 3 wins, and a 33%, it is pretty wild, though.
Yeah. I have a 0% win rate, by the way. I have won no games at all.
All right, Ethan Miller's at 3 with only 5 points behind of Gabe.
So let's talk about Ethan.
Well, Ethan's been having a really good season, though.
If he wins one of his next 3 games, so he could be he has to win both. He has to win 2 games to catch up to Lucas. Really?
Yeah, but he has a 28% win rate, though.
They both. It's kind of close. So Ethan was kind of the best player first, I think.
Ethan's playing ridiculous this season. I really do think I mean, I know Lucas is having it, but I feel like more consistently, Ethan has not had a terrible game.
No.
Lucas has just had, he didn't start off good, but when he won big.
No, and this is coming off of the last season where Ethan, by the end of the season, Ethan was cooking everybody, dude. Okay, he was playing insane. Yeah. And if I wasn't, also at the end of the season, I was playing really good. And that's why in the grand finals, him and I really went toe to toe. Like we were like trading gates, we were like boosting off each other for points. It was insane. But no, Ethan was playing really good. Lucas has dethroned him. Now let's talk about the one and the only Gabriel Amador.
Gabriel's a goat, dude.
What's the deal? Why does he have the highest win percentage out of anyone who's played?
Oh my gosh, he's got 37. Well, Gabriel. Gabriel is literally one of the most strategic person.
What is it? 4? No, I'm wrong.
What?
2 point. I'm just looking at his stats. I'm sorry.
Gabriel just plays smart, man. He doesn't go aggro ever. When he plays no. I feel like he goes aggro when he's just secure himself. Or he's just trying to set up somebody else. Gabriel does not. I don't feel like Gabriel cares about setting things up. I feel he wants a way to get people off the board as quick as possible, whether he gets the kill or not.
Okay. No. That's fair. So Amador is ruthless in the sense that he does not care if somebody gets killed, even if he's not the one to get the kill.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So he'll set people up to be killed. Now, here's the thing. Amador's been playing Paladin, right?
Who, Amador? Yeah, he's been playing Paladin. Okay. He has been playing Paladin.
Paladin's a strong character, which we'll talk about that. Okay, we know he's a strong character. There's even talks about nerfs in Season 7 for that character. Which, by the way, there's no nerfs and buffs in Season 6.
In season, there's no nerfs.
In season, there's no nerfs and buffs. You need to find out, part of the strategy is you need to find out who the best characters are. Because when we go into the grand finals, you need to have a pick and ban strategy that will get you the win. So does that mean okay, these are the best characters, so I'm going to try to pick them, or am I going to try to ban them so that I can pick a counter character, or what? You have to have a strategy for that. By the end of the season, all the characters you should know, and then maybe we nerf and buff some characters based on what's been going on. So okay, with that being said, Paladin's a strong character. We know Paladin's strong. I think Amador going for kills. Number one, he can't be targeted. Because you can't kill the Paladin. It's very hard to kill a paladin.
And I'll tell you why, because the Paladin card, guys, has a mana cost of 1.
Yeah.
You get 2 HP for 1 mana. So basically, every turn, if you wanted to, you can gain 2 HP, which is pretty nuts. 2 HP
Yeah, and if
is
you have
literally a
green-
game changer.
If you have green, you're gaining 5.
Yeah, exactly. And if you have green, you get 5 per turn. Which
That
is
means in
nuts.
4 turns you get jackpot, right?
That's nuts.
You know, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
So essentially, this is my opinion right now. This is what I'm saying. If you get players killed and you're the paladin, normally the risk is, well, you don't want to be targeted back yourself.
Mm.
But what this does is you target people, you can't be targeted back, and because you're always alive, you always have a chance to come back and win the game.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you save your mana, literally, let's say you're trying to make a move or something, but someone, and let's say everyone guns for you, and it's your turn and you're still alive. You could spend all 5 mana if you've been storing it up
Yeah.
and get 10 HP.
10 HP. But my thought is this: I think part of the thing is the character, right? Part of the victory is the character, but it's also, I think, the strategy. So normally the strategy with Paladin is just wait till a good time to jackpot. That's it.
Mm.
But he's playing aggressive, which means he's not necessarily going for jackpots. All he's doing is eliminating players from the board, so that it comes down to him and maybe 1 or 2 other people, right?
Yeah.
Whether he gets the kills, it doesn't matter. The point is it's him versus 1 or 2 other people. Then, at the end of the game, he knows he's still going to be in because he has the health.
He just has the health, yeah.
So from there, all he has to do is, if he's the second gatekeeper, he can just take it, right? Because it's not as risky.
Mm.
But realistically, he can just, then because he can gain health so fast, he can jackpot on whoever takes gatekeeper. And at this point, it's probably going to be the second gatekeeper because
Yeah.
the game will have gone on for a while.
Oh yeah.
And then he can jackpot, become third gatekeeper. If you notice, his rotations survive average. It's only 2, the average rotations.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's surviving like for a long time.
No, he's not. I feel like Amador, what does he do? He doesn't set up. I wouldn't say he even sets up when he becomes gatekeeper. You never, ever. When have you ever seen Amador try to stock up on stockades and then become gatekeeper?
No, he doesn't go for
He
first
doesn't
rotation
do-
gatekeeper.
Well, not even that, though. I still don't even feel like he tries to do that. I feel like what he tries to do.
And he's only had 1 domination, so you know he's not going in with 4 gates.
Yeah, no, he just plays the green gate very smart. And
And
like
he
you
only
said,
has 2 jackpots, so he's not going for jackpots. You know
yeah,
what
but
I
he
mean?
look he captures the green gate 5.
He
He's
has
got
a-
5 captures on the green gate.
It's not that many. I mean, it's a decent amount.
It's
It's,
a great
definitely
amount.
a decent amount.
Yeah, no, that's a good amount.
It's more than a lot of players, but it's his center gate captures for me that's Sai. Like he just captures the center and then wins, right? And I think also he's killed the gatekeeper 3 times, so that perhaps could be part of his strategy there, right?
Yeah. And he has 6 kills just in general. Yeah.
6 kills, but killing the gatekeeper means that he is killing the person who's winning the game, and then you take all their stuff.
Mhm.
You win the game. So what is he doing? Let's look at his thing. He captures black the second most and red. Probably, so that means red. Everyone captures red a lot because
Yeah.
it's like something that happens.
Mm.
It's a long story. But if he's capturing black, I'm telling you, he's going for kills. And then he's using. Okay.
There's no way Lucas has
No,
12.
this is about to bring me back.
Alright.
Okay. Here's the thing about black gate, right? Red gate is the strongest gate. Everyone knows that. Says that. Black gate though
That gate's pretty
is
nice. dude.
almost as strong, except nobody is going to try to take it from you.
Yeah.
Rarely do they try to take it from you, and if they break your lane shields, you lose health. So nobody wants to attack black. So you can take black, defend it easier than red, and if the red player doesn't kill gatekeeper, which a lot of times they won't kill him, then you're the one who's going to kill him because you have the 12-sided dice. So black gate is, in my opinion, the best gate for being the one. If you want to be the one to kill the gatekeeper,
Yeah.
that's the one you want. Red gate, you want to do damage, right? But I think a lot of times it's the red gate or the black gate. People with the black gate who are going to take it. So when back in season 3, I mentioned that Danny used to do this a lot. I don't know if you realize you did it, but like you are always the one with black. You'd always capture black, and you would play black mains, like the Redeemer and stuff, and you capture black, and then because you always had black, I think that upped your win percentage. And so with Amador, I'm saying the same thing. I'm saying he's taking black and he's using it to kill the gatekeeper, and that's his game-winning strategy.
No, I don't
Yeah.
agree with you on that.
Okay, so
I
why?
know. Listen, and he's done it sometimes. He does before.
In 8
The-
games, he's captured black 6 times.
Dude, it's really weird. Every time I play with Amador, he really doesn't go for black. I know he's got 6 captures, but I have 6 captures as well. He doesn't go
But
for
you play a black character.
Yeah, but Paladin has a bonus on black. If I'm not mistaken, he might have. Nah, he only has a +1. He has a +2 on green.
But that's my point, is that he captures green less than he captures black, even though he's playing the paladin.
Yeah. Well, that's because, if anything, though, that's strategic on Amador. You capture the one with a less bonus. That way, the green bonus you always have a +2 on it, even if it's not yours.
Right. Which is actually crazy that you thought about that, because it's one of the things about Gatekeeper is like you think that you want to go for the gate you have a bonus on, which can be true for synergy of your card, using your card with the bonuses. But realistically, you want to take the gate that you don't have a bonus on. That way, it is easier for you to capture a second gate.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
So I think that's why he hasn't captured the green as much as the black.
But look at his gates though. He has a very solid.
Yeah, he does.
He's captured
He's got
all
a
the
6
gates a
bar.
good amount. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, he's
look
not-
at Gabe.
yeah.
Gabe's captured red 9 times, but he's only captured blue once. Like
And 5 on black.
5 and 7.
Which is pretty crazy, though.
No, Gabe's stats are
A
interesting.
9 and 7.
His
Yeah, no,
stat-
but Amador, you see what I'm saying? Amador doesn't really have a play style. Like, look, he's got a 4
He's
blue,
all over the
6
place.
black. He's all over the place, man.
He's all over the place. But,
Dude, I'm telling you, that dude's got a 5 head, bro.
but that's what it is, dude. It's the rumbling, dude. It's real. Not to mention, I don't know if you knew this. So you saw the video, right? The rumbling video.
Yeah.
Okay. When Amador said, he's like, when I come back, he's like, it's the rumbling. That's what he said, right? And so he said like and I don't know what that means.
It's an anime term.
Oh, it's Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, the rumbling is beginning. That's what he said. He came to Gatekeeper at the beginning of season 1. Next day, dude, there was like someone got hit and killed on the side of the road outside the church.
Yeah.
Dude, and then someone at his work had a seizure. And then there was some dude found under a bridge. Dude, I'm telling you, dude. All like in the same morning, dude. Actually, I'm just telling you, dude. Gabriel Amador,
Gabriel doesn't play, bro. He does not play.
he could potentially be.
And if you're talking
a
about anybody, if you're talking about politics at all, Gabriel is the most political man that ever plays this game. 100%. He messes with your head a lot. So when you play with Amador, just be ready to know what you're trying to do, have your strategy ready, and get the job done.
The gate spread is wild.
Yeah, it really is wild because like he doesn't even play people for blue, and yet he has a 4 capture on blue.
You think it's interesting how?
It's weird.
Okay, let's talk about myself for a second. I'll talk about my strategy this season. You talk about your strategy. Okay. Ultimately, I'm a blue character, blue player. I will always play blue. I have won 2 grand finals playing blue characters. Okay, people will dog on blue all the time. They'll say it's not that good. At the end of the day, dude, I will capture blue every single day, and I've won 30% of the 33% of all. No. I've won 2 out of 5 grand finals, which means obviously I'm the creator, right? Okay, so I have some edge there.
Yeah.
But the fact that I've won 2 out of 5 grand finals with blue characters to me says that we have, like, that I'm right.
This is what I would say. I would say you just know better than anybody how to use that blue gate. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I definitely.
It's not that the blue gate's bad. It's that nobody has invested. The other gates are so much better than the blue gate.
They're definitely simpler.
Yeah, they're more simpler. Instead of having that movement on the board, they go for more damage than anything, or restoration, which is important. Movement really isn't. Once you're on the board and you have a gate, you don't really need movement since you have other ways to get to other gates.
Yeah.
So I would say that's how you know, and you do use it well though. Movement is key because you can block players off. You can make players battle each other,
Yeah.
and that's what people really don't notice about having the blue gate, which
Right.
is really important.
So going into the grand finals last year, I had Dr. Wiggler, and Dr. Wiggler has a passive that reduces poisons. So what that means is you can take the center with stockades, and nobody can poison you to remove the stockades.
That's not true. You would be using the gatekeeper card.
No, but you can
Does
get,
that apply?
No. They can't poison you. Well, how else how are they gonna poison you if you're gatekeeper?
Blackgate. Say somebody captures Blackgate.
But at that point, it's too late. You already have your stockade. So you mean they have to remove the stockades before you take center?
Yeah.
Realistically.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna block some big hits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, see what I'm saying? Okay. So that was the strategy. That strategy. I mean, I've been working on that for probably a year, like 2 years.
It was so nuts in the finals. It was
2 years.
It was pretty nice.
In the finals, though, okay, and so here's the other thing too. With blue is the easiest gate to capture dragons with. So for me, my strategy has always been go for a stockade, grab stockades, capture the center early before anybody can jackpot on you or anyone can dragon roll you. Okay, you have the stockade, you turn the board so that the player to your right captures red.
Oh wow.
So that person, you block the most damage right away. Then, okay, they come in, all right, they attack you. When they attack you, all right, you get attacked by black, you attack by green. Okay, you've lost a certain amount of health at that point. On your turn, depending on what you roll, you block red, and you attack green. All right, or whatever gate doesn't have a lane shield blocking you, block green. Because you know you're only going to be attacked by one of them. If you win the battle, right? If you win the battle for black or green, you basically win the game. Because if I capture green or black, number one, if I capture black, then I'm not going to get any damage.
Yeah.
If I capture green, then I gain all my health back, and I'm only getting attacked by black, which won't be enough to kill me.
Yeah, no.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then, all it is a matter of just like hope, like kind of making sure there's no abilities on cards that can damage me.
Yeah.
And as long as I don't lose any battles, I'll win the game. See what I'm saying?
No, that's solid.
That is why I've had the highest rotation survive, because that strategy. If the game keeps going on, right, and I cannot capture the center first, the game goes too late, then what you do is you use the blue to get dragons instead.
Oh, okay.
You go for dragons.
Oh, yeah.
Because you always can turn the board. So you turn the board, you get dragons. Once you have a dragon roll set up or ready, then, or you at least have 2 dragons, then what you do is you set up someone to go for center. So you bait the center. If someone takes it, right, you have a dragon roll. That means you're going to get a free gate. You're going to do a bunch of damage. That person's going to die. Then you're going to attack them with blue. And then maybe perhaps you kill them and then you take center.
Yeah.
Okay? Or you just do an early dragon roll so that you can get some extra gates. Now, I've been theory crafting this season. Okay, so that's what I did. And that's how I won the grand finals, because I was going for the stockade victory. Ethan was going toe-to-toe with me. He was blocking me. And ultimately, I had to go for center with my dragon roll, right? And that's what I did. All right, I used my dragon roll, and then I would say that my chances were about a 50-50 in the center, and I just won the 50-50. I won the 50-50. That's just what it is. I won the 50-50.
You won with 3 HP.
I won with 3 HP. It came down to the wire.
Came down with 3 HP.
I was forced to use my backup strategy, okay? Which is good kudos to Danny and Ethan. Okay. This season, my strategy, although that's still in my pocket, my strategy is, or at least with the way I've been thinking, and obviously I don't have any results right now to show that this works. Blue gate can capture any gate because they always will have a path to attack it. So the goal is, if you were the blue gate, right, to basically use your mobility to capture another gate. Ideally, you capture red. If you have blue and red, right, which most red and blue characters like Dynamo, people play Dynamo. I feel like Ethan's the only one who properly utilizes this.
Nobody else uses that.
If you have red and blue, all gates are yours, because first of all, you control the board. Nobody can attack the gate they want to attack because you have blue, and you do more damage. So you can just take all the gates. And if
you have 8-sided dice.
And I have a blue character, right? I have abilities that can throw people off their gates, send them back to their realms. Like, I'm playing Genie, I can send you back to your realm, turn the board, you can't defend your gate anymore. I take your gate with ace-sided dice.
Yeah.
It's easy as pie, right? If I get 3 gates, I'm going for the center. If the 4th gate is low, I'm taking that, and then I get domination. That's my theory. Now, the only problem with this strategy is blue characters have no way to gain health. But I've realized that you can leverage your stockades to go for this. So rather than playing a stockade-based strategy, you play a more aggressive strategy where you use your stockades so you
in order to take that risk.
So you can take more risk and go for battles. So that's what I've been working on as far as like blue gate strategy. I've never really pushed that, but that's kind of my theory crafting for this. And then I have another thing I want to talk about, but like let me hear your strategy and then. No, I'm seriously.
What I do is obviously I favor the black gate the most. Steven was the first one to point out that I didn't know that I went for the black gate as much as I did until the stats showed that I did. So I've been using that strategy more. I play aggressively. I'm not passive. I like to try to be passive, but it never works out. If you guys didn't know, the black gate each turn deals 2 damage per turn, and it initially poisons somebody as well. I usually tend to go for either top of the leader or somebody that kind of consistently dominates each game.
That's political. So you kill players who you think are good.
Yeah, I try to gun and try to poison the players that I kind of want out the game early, and that way when they're low, it's like a huge eye opener for everybody else. As soon as somebody drops, a significant, like let's say 3 health, bro, at the beginning of the game.
I think if you're below 8, dude.
Yeah, when you're below 8. Or maybe 7. I would say 7 is the magic number. Once you're at 7 HP within the first 2 or 3 rotations of the game, you are targeted. And it's crazy because it changes the entire atmosphere. So, like I said, my strategy is to bring that atmosphere each game when I capture black and try to use that towards my advantage. And that way I don't have to do all that work for one significant player. Everyone just starts chiming in and seeing that once they're at 7 or below, they get targeted as well. As far as that goes, once I capture black, I tend to, for this season in particular, I don't know why, I actually do go for blue though. Not because it's my other bonus, but
why have you captured blue so much?
Dude, I've seen what you've been saying about blue, like having that board turn and not only blocking players, but as soon as you get to battle for that player and they lose, I can turn that board where they cannot defend their gate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So as soon as there's a battle that occurs and I have blue, I'm definitely taking that to my advantage.
You've been using your card to make other players battle, so the Raven can make other players battle.
Exactly.
And I've seen that happen.
Once I choose the players that I want that own a specific gate to battle and they lose, when it's my turn, I don't give them a path back to their gate. And hopefully I take that gate.
And you can fly. Your character.
Yeah, I can fly.
So you always can. Not only can you turn, but you can turn and then fly to the open space.
Exactly. So I've been using blue to basically get a higher percent of chance of other gates and not having to battle for it. So it's pretty nice.
Okay. So is there anything else to your strategy you want to add?
No, that's my strategy so far.
So Andrew, right? There's only other player I want to talk about before we go and look at the
card stats.
The cards. Okay, so with Andrew McDowell. So what is the deal with Andrew? Why Andrew's in 5th place? Is he in a rut? Is he gonna come back? What do you think?
Bro, Andrew's nuts, man. And I don't know. I don't play with Andrew a lot. I really don't. And I know he doesn't know this either. But dude, there's always a huge atmosphere when I feel like I have to step up my game because Andrew's on the same board as me.
Yeah.
And I feel like that because Andrew has a weird way of playing, which is so strategic, dude. Like I really don't feel like he plays with any chance. I feel like everything he goes for, he knows.
It's like guaranteed.
It's like almost guaranteed, and I don't like it. I really don't like it.
Well,
so
let's also add to this. He's killed 2 gatekeepers, 3 dominations, and 7 jackpots in only 8 games.
Yeah, and he already has a 25% win rate. So it's like, it's not bad. It's really, and his points per game, what is it? His points per game it's a 4.8. He really showed out last season though.
His stats could be better right now. I think that as soon as I think he'll just bounce back and he'll play better. I think that's all it is. So at some point, you're gonna have a bad game, you know. But 7 jackpots just shows like, or maybe people are figuring out how to counter him. You know,
Yeah, I mean, it's weird though because I don't even know who does he even play.
he plays bio.
He plays green character. Like Andrew is known for playing green characters, yet he has a capture on red for 9, which is his highest, and then a capture of 6 on
Well, it's
green.
always like that. Red because he jackpots and takes red,
Yeah.
and he's
Oh, okay,
jackpotted
that's
7
true.
times. So he's captured red 7 times.
I never see him attack red though. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. He typically goes for the jackpot, but you would think that
and
the
if he
green.
captures green, he doesn't lose it.
Yeah.
Nobody
yeah,
takes it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's really tough to take it from him. But,
So I think ideally, I think he might bounce back. Is he being? I just don't think that Baya. Well, here's the thing.
Baya has a conjure stockade ability. I don't feel as if I've seen him use that and then take center. You know
Well,
what I mean?
yeah.
To me, if you're playing Baya, you could go for first gatekeeper easily because you can use 3 mana to get 2 stockades. And 2
Yeah.
stockades is already enough to win when you have
Yeah,
green.
but there's so many ways to like take stockades out now.
If
dude.
Raven's not in the game, dude, or if you use the player to your right has red, then you're fine. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I
Then
see.
you're fine, and no one can jackpot you because you have green. Blue Gate will do nothing to you.
Yeah. No.
No, you know what I mean. That's the only thing.
It's
with-
nuts, man. It's Andrew plays. I don't know. Andrew, every time I play, he plays conservative though. He's very conservative. I
And it's
don't see him gunning for a lot of players
It's
though.
frustrating to me, dude. It's frustrating to me when there's a lot of players who have a lot of health. I can't stand
Yeah.
this. What do you do?
Right off the rip.
What do you do? Because if you have, say, you have Baya and Paladin in the game,
Mm.
they both have like 20 something health. They both can jackpot at any moment. How on earth do you deal
stop
with those characters?
Yeah.
You have to. People are gonna have to start doing more
More damage.
damage to them, right? Like you have to just like.
Not even that. You know what? You play against them for that. So let's say you do play against Andrew or something. You force him to jackpot early, like you said. I would say that's only like the only way, because his passive, whether he
Well, if
likes it or
there's two
not.
of them.
But if it's 2,
Well,
but
if
I mean,
it's-
either way, Beachin's the most because every time a player gains health, he gets health,
Yeah.
and you can't choose that. That's his passive. So if everyone on the board is getting health on their turn somehow, some way, whether they're going for the green, what is it, for the green tower, or something like that, there's ways to get that, and there's cards to do that. So if you can force Andrew to become an early gatekeeper, I think that's his fall. But nobody has really gone to that,
That's the thing, though. He does have the answer for that, but maybe that's the reason why. Well, maybe that all has.
No,
To me,
he has to
something's going on.
secure.
We
listen,
need to ask him. We need to have him come in here and talk about why he's losing.
when he jackpots early, he doesn't get that. He doesn't get that chance to capture red because if he jackpot, he has to take center, so he won't get red.
He has a fly ability too. He could play more aggressively the way Amador does. Because you have to think, Amador's playing the same kind of character and has the same amount of games, and he
Well,
has.
how many times do you see Amador blip? He doesn't blip a lot.
No, he doesn't. It's not the same strategy. He's 2 jackpots versus 7.
Yeah, McDowell, like Andrew, literally.
I'm just saying, obviously, and Amador's strategy with green characters is working slightly better this season. He's got an extra win in the same amount of games.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's only had 3 more points though, which is crazy.
Well, I think another reason why the points aren't necessarily reflecting who the best player is, because the best player is usually based off of win percentage. But I think when you capture so many gates, then you're going to get points for all those gate captures. So really, the stats show you who's the best at capturing gates. But I don't know. You get points for rotations and everything. So and let's see how many rotations. Amador has survived eight rotations as gatekeeper, so it is what it is, and that makes the difference between him and Andrew. Really, is one center, 3 rotations. That's it. That's the difference between Andrew and Gabe. So okay, there's Andrew.
So that would say, we just basically we talked about the top. What is that? 3, 6. We talked about top 7. You know, and we talked about you down there. I mean,
Bro,
you're
that's
down
good.
there though, dude.
Do you think?
You
Well,
gotta find a way to get up there.
I know I can make a comeback, but does Andrew? The question is you think Andrew makes a comeback this season, or do you think?
Yeah, well, Andrew's still in a good spot with, regardless of how he's playing, though. You know what I mean? Like
That's
he's not
true.
playing to his.
Yeah, but look how close everybody.
Everyone's really close,
Everyone's within 10 points.
But there's only been 8 games. Like the highest
Look,
is 9.
Ethan, Gabe, Andrew all have the same amount of points, and you're a game below with 4 less points. Everyone's so close with each other. The only person who's running away with it is Lucas.
It's Lucas, yeah.
You
Lucas
know?
is really far gone. Yeah, but you see here, like from Drew, right?
Yeah.
You're still a good game without him scoring a way to getting there. You know what I mean? But and you'd be at 9. We're only you're at 8. What is it? Oh, Lucas is at 9. Hopefully, bro. I don't know. I feel like you do have to change up. You need to find a way to get more points other than turning board. We kill a lot. Let's see how many kills you have.
Who?
You have 1 kill.
Yeah.
And it's with the gatekeeper.
Yeah,
Look
Lucas
how
has
many.
10.
Yeah, Lucas has 10 kills. So
8
that's
player
10
kills.
points alone coming from kills. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you're
When
right.
you play with,
So it's not even. It doesn't have anything to do with the gates.
it has nothing to do with the gates. Like, look at all the other gates. You only go for 5.
Well,
you
no,
have a
he's
5
got-
and 5
look,
though.
No, he's got the same amount of games as Gabe, and he's got literally 12 more points.
But dude, look at his captures on black.
12 more game
12
captures.
points on black. 11 points off of red. You only have
That's a lot.
5 and 5. So I feel like you do play. Listen, you play to win. Some players play for points though. You know what I mean?
But let me just preface though. I am here this season to help the new players. Okay, I literally told Joey how to kill me last.
But you gotta go. If you
I
want-
have to. No, I have to. We need. At the end of the day, like this game's not fun if there's not new players. So I want new players to have a good time. All right. And so if that means they have to kill me, I have to die. So be it. When it comes to the tournament, bro, just know I'm watching. I'm paying attention. Because I first of all, there's almost no shot I make top 3 this season, which means I'm gonna have to qualify. And if I have to qualify, then I mean, dude, you just gotta know. I'm just gonna I'm bringing it. I'm gunning.
I hope you do. I want you to make it so that way we beat you for what happened.
You'll have to
last.
qualify too, because you're in the top
Nah, with the
3.
way Ravens. Let's go to cards. Look at the cards.
Look at this.
Let's go to cards.
Okay, we're looking.
Now let's talk about individual characters. Okay, here we go. Individual characters.
All right. So my player.
Keep in mind, look at the win percentages because that matters. But like points wise, the Raven, who's Danny's main, phenomenal.
Yeah, Ravens at the top of the leaderboard with 8. Whoever used the card, the Raven Alone card, has 82 points to its name. 12 games have been played and 5 wins off of that. So it has a 41% win rate,
The
which
mo-
is massive.
That's insane. By far the most points per game.
Yeah, oh yeah. The second close to 82 points is Harambe with 65.
Well, only a 30% win rate for Harambe.
So the Raven card is definitely, look how many kills it has. 12 kills with the Raven card.
Yeah,
that's
that's-
points.
that's
That's
freaking
not even
nuts.
going for wins. So
That's
it's like
freaking nuts.
Lucas has,
And-
well, he has 10 kills.
How
He
many
has
games?
10 kills and the card alone has 12. So he has 10 out of the 12 kills with Raven card.
Lucas did that? I don't think. Was Lucas playing Raven?
No, you're right. I don't know if it
totally
was from
twitched,
him
dude.
though, but
I totally twitched.
he has.
That was weird. I don't know why.
He has 10
I had a
though.
shock of electricity.
That's
running through my
crazy.
neck.
16 black, 10 blue, and 12 red.
All right, so look who else we got here. We got Cohen the Bear with five games, 5 average. Cohen the Bear beat. Okay, well actually forget that.
Let's
talk
go
about
top
Harambe.
three,
Top
yeah.
3 first.
So Raven's
Okay.
at the top with 82
And
points.
why is Raven good? Because he's got insane mobility and he's got a 4 damage move for 3.
He's got a 4 damage move for 3 mana. So
I think that's really it.
there's a lot of combos you can do with it, and it's not 3. It's actually 4 damage.
You have 3 mana for 4 damage.
Yeah, 3 mana for 4 damage
That's
is nuts.
12 kills, dude.
So there's a lot of combos that you can add on to the 4 kills with that, whether it's a dragon for 3 damage or for the tower. This is what I
Yeah.
want to say, and this is what I wanted. Well, this is what I was so close to doing. There is a way, and I believe it's 15. You can do 15 damage in 1 turn with the Raven, which is absolutely insane. Deal 4 damage. Let's say you have that mana stored up. You can go for the tower and get that 3, so you're at 7.
Yeah.
Let's say you have the dragon already. So that's 3, that the dragon's 3. That is 10 damage. You can do a double dragon turn in and do for another 3, which is 13 damage. And if you own the black gate, every turn you're allowed 2 damage. That is 15 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's probably with a battle or something you could do more.
The only risk that you have to go for, if you have that lined up for somebody, is the tower. If you don't get the
tower's
tower,
not really a risk.
it's a huge. You won't be able to get that combo.
But if you don't, well, you have to spend the mana, right? So yeah,
You have to spend the mana. Listen, you can still deal 12 damage without going for the tower, which is nuts.
Okay, so here's a 9 damage combo. Would be deal 3 damage, and then a dragon, and then a double dragon turn, a DDT. So here's the thing: if someone's at 9 health and you miss the tower, no one else can kill them because you have the dragon.
True.
You know what I mean? So you can go for the tower, no risk. Comes around again, you can just try again, and again, no risk.
Well, nah, there's.
The risk is that someone uses it against you, but you don't have to say who you're using it against.
Yeah.
You know, and if you have a stockade or you play blue or something, like you'll be fine, or you're like green. So what I'm saying is like, I'm just saying like if someone's at 9, that's the thing though. If you could die.
You're at a 9, dude. Yeah, that is nuts, bro.
Oh, so okay. With that being said, though, okay, let's think with this. I have something. Well, I can't talk about it right now. I'll wait a second. Okay, now let's look up
At the
Harambe.
yeah, you have the bottom 6. So you have the top 3 and the bottom 3.
Paladin. We talked about already.
Yeah,
Let's talk about Harambe. Harambe is insane.
Harambe is nuts, bro.
Now I didn't know because you have to think these cards have been like this for 2 years, right? In New York, we played with these cards.
It's just like, why didn't we ever think about it with? Well, no. It's been like that, but it hasn't been like that with the mana, though. You know what I mean?
No, but in New York, we played with these cards with the
With
mana.
Harambe, with 1
Yes.
mana to destroy lane
Yeah,
shield.
and nobody. He won a grand finals, but nobody. He won a big tournament once, but nobody knew why. Like nobody was using the card the way.
Nobody
They
was. And the first person to ever use the card, right, was what's his name? Kyle. Kyle discovered Harambe's ability.
Kyle did it.
It was Kyle, dude. He it was in Gabe's basement. It was one Tuesday, and there was a gate that was at 1 HP or something. He used that against the red over and over again, doing his. He kept
Because he had red.
he kept hurting his own gate with destroying a red lane shield.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is nuts. Which he himself owned the reds,
Right.
so it's like he had a bunch of initials and stuff like that. Good.
So I know. Fast forward now. Kyle was using Harambe to destroy his own blue lane shields to give himself stockades.
Yeah.
Right?
it.
And then I don't know if it was Lucas on Saturday. Somebody used Harambe, I think it was Lucas, who destroyed 2 black lane shields to do 4 damage to somebody.
Yeah. No.
And
Gabe did that as well. He kept taking the black.
He took his
And
own
deal too.
black lane shields to deal damage. We never thought about that when this card.
And since there's no buffs and nerfs this season, this is what Gabe does. If there is 4 black lane shields out on that board, he's dealing 8 damage.
Yeah.
Because he could literally use that, and there's not a usage of 1.
Now he doesn't have a black bonus. You have to capture first, but that's the thing.
But he could destroy anybody else's lane shield.
This is the strongest. The strongest part about Harambe is that every time you destroy a gate, you gain 2 health, which means that you can freely attack gates and go for gates without any risk to dying. Normally, you attack a gate. Oh no, I'm going to lose a battle. I might die. No, it doesn't matter. You lose a battle, lost 3 health. It doesn't matter. You get 2 of it back.
And you get to it right back.
You know what I mean? If you lose, even if you lose 1, I'm actually up 1.
Yeah.
I destroyed the gate. It was actually worth
That's
it.
nuts.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Harambe is crazy.
And if you capture the gate, you capture and get a bonus 2 health. And it means if you capture green, then you get 5 health.
I didn't think he was that good at all until Kyle used him.
No.
And
then
now
the 2
Gabe
mana, 2 mana for plus 2 gate attack damage.
That's
It's not even it's normal. That's
dude, a
typical.
plus 2, no, because
But you can use it against lane shields, which means you
Yeah.
get dragons easier. And it's
well, no, you can't use that against lane shield. If it's a plus 2 gate attack, you can't use that against.
Well,
lane
no, it's
shield.
just, no, you're right. Plus 2 gate damage, not
Yeah.
plus 2 gate attack damage.
But you're guaranteed a red. You're guaranteed a red lane shield though, every time.
Yeah. What else do we got here? Okay, so he has destroy outer lane shield. That's the big thing though. And then he's got a way to gain health too. So just overall, an insane character. But it's those lane shield plays that are gonna put him at the top. So what do you do in the mid-season tournament? You ban him. You banning him?
Man, yeah. Oh yeah. The way
You
Gabe
banning
used
him or
them,
trying
the
to
way
use
Gabe used them in your house, it's a huge ban, dude. Cause the way he abuses that black is ridiculous.
Oh, that's what it was, Gabe.
Gabe just abuses that black, bro.
So what you wouldn't? You don't ban him?
And well, think
You
about
ban-
it, dude. He literally causes you to not put lane shields down because if you do put lane shield down, it's to his benefit, not yours.
No, it's not because it's not. No, that's not true. He can't. It's his own lane shields. He has to destroy his own lane shields.
Right, to deal 2 damage to someone.
So the way to counter it is not to not put lane shields down. You can put lane shields down. 'Cause
Yeah, but think about that. He's literally. Well, you're saying if he owns the black.
you have to attack his gate
Yeah.
aggressively because then he doesn't want to. You have to position your character to attack his gate because if you don't, then he can remove that lane shield much easier.
Yeah.
It's like that, but that's hard. I don't know too much about Harambe other than that strategically. Obviously, he's captured red a ton, and he's got a lot of green captures, so
red, dude.
a lot of rotations. Not a ton of kills, but
Mhm.
still a decent amount.
Well, 9. He's got 9 on green though, which is pretty crazy.
Um,
But he does have a +2 on red though, so that is why it's at 14 though.
How come I feel like
Other than honestly, to be honest, man, other than Raven and Harambe, maybe Pat. I think Bijan should be way higher than 32 points. He's used a lot, and he's a really good card. I don't see anybody. I don't know why Gringo's at the bottom like that. Gringo's
there's
a
nobody
nut.
is. Well, look at his stats here. He's got 4.5 a game. That's lower. Yeah, that's lower. Only a 25% win rate. No kills. I just
Yeah,
think
but look at
he's-
the outer gates captured per game. It's a 4.
I think he's
Is that
just
a 4?
fallen out of
I don't think
meta. Maybe. I
If
mean,
you
we
use them
nerfed-
right,
We
he
nerfed
shouldn't
him
be
this
there.
season, but like he's still good. Like
Let me see his card anyway. Where's the green? I have it here.
his card used to be more insane. No, but okay, but I have one card I want to talk about here for a second.
Which card?
The Dova. I want to talk
Yeah,
about
I
Dova.
want to know what you possibly have to say about the dog.
All right. Okay, so take the Raven card out. Look at the Raven. I can give you.
Yeah,
Here.
I don't have it yet. But okay.
Here you go.
I want to know what you want to say.
All right, Raven. Okay, here's the thing. The Dova goes for dragons. He's a dragon player.
Okay.
Most people play Dova. They go for dragons. They go for a dragon roll. All right. I have bought them Dova. Okay, I was using it and I was just kind of thinking and experimenting. How do you really win with the Dova? And what I realize is the Dova can have any play style you want. What do I mean by that? For his third ability is use two mana to use whatever dragon without turning it in. Okay, so let's say you had the deal 3 damage
You're
dragon.
saying 12 damage.
Okay, so initially this is the way I thought about it. You have the deal 3 damage dragon. What time is it, by the way? I don't want to. It's probably not near as late as I think it is, but
Dude, it's 6:08.
okay, we're on. So you use 2 mana. You deal 3 damage. Deal 3 damage, right? Okay, you deal 3 damage to somebody. Okay, without turning in the dragon. Then you turn in the dragon. You do 6. Okay, easy 6 damage combo, no risk at all for 2 mana, right? See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now you have to get the dragon to do it, but then on top of that, you can go for the double dragon turn-in. So you can go for a lane shield, get it again. 9 damage, almost no risk at all. The biggest risk is you have to roll 3 on the lane shield. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do only have
9
roll
damage. Now, I've thought about that, and that's been a big thing. The problem is you have to set it up, and then you have to go for the kill. And if
You do have to finish the kill, which is always really hard though.
Yeah, it's hard. So this is what I realized. Well, I've been playing Dova wrong. Everyone's been playing Dova wrong.
Everyone's been playing. Delva is so low to me because I feel like everyone who plays it immediately does nothing the entire game.
Right. So here's the thing. To counter Dova, you just don't give them dragons.
Yeah.
But that's the key, right? If you're Dova and nobody's placing lane shields on you, you have a bonus on every gate except for blue, which means that you can just attack their gate. You have a 33% chance of destroying a gate every single time.
Yeah, but he also doesn't have health. He doesn't also have a bonus.
Okay, that's the thing, right? So once you do get a dragon, because uninevitably, they're gonna have to block you. They have to.
True.
They have to block you. Otherwise, if their gates get low, which they will have to block you. And then, so the first turn, attack their gate if they don't put a lane shield on you. Now their gate's low. Now they have to block you. Okay.
or you capture the gate if you have a little bit of luck. Once the lane shield's in front of you, 1 mana plus 1 damage to lane shields, guarantee yourself the lane shield. Now you have a green dragon, okay? Normally I go for the red dragon, but I'm saying, so say you go for green. Now, for 2 mana, you get 3 health, which is almost as strong as Blip.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're not going to die. Now you're one of the strongest jackpot characters in the game. And for 1 mana, you can move to any spawn if you have a dragon.
Really?
Right. So the Raven, why is the Raven strong? Because he has a 1 mana fly. Now all of a sudden you are you're the same. You're the same.
They're the same. You're the
You
same.
can fly
Uh-huh.
anywhere, any spawn you want. All right, which means you can attack any gate that's low. You can guarantee that you survive by using the Stockade Dragon or the Gain 3 Health Dragon by adding your health.
Yeah.
And if you capture the gate, all right, then you can capture the gate. And you don't have to worry about losing the battle or anything because you can just gain health easily. And if you're in a really bad situation, 2 mana, gain 3 health, spend the dragon, and then you have 6 health.
Yeah.
Which means you're back up to safety.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
It's
now,
not a yeah.
now imagine now you have a second dragon, red, or the red one. Now you are so versatile. Now, why is the Raven is strong? Is because he can fly and because he can deal 4 damage for 3 mana. The Dova with the red dragon can fly for 1 mana and he can deal 3 damage for 2 mana. So he's actually almost more efficient than the Raven.
Okay, for 3 mana, he can fly because he has let's say he has the red.
Yeah.
He can also deal 3 damage to somebody and
Yeah.
then battle somebody for that spawn
Yeah.
and potentially do more damage.
And if he has the turn board dragon, again, it's so versatile. The key is you need to get a dragon early in the game. Plus, he can spend 3 mana to gain a dragon again. So you can get the dragon. If you have 5 mana, dude, if you have 5 mana,
let's say it's 5 mana.
Let's say you have 5 mana. If you have 5 mana and
What's the peak combo to do for Dova?
okay, 5 mana with the 2 mana move, use dragon. If you have the deal 3 damage dragon, you spend 2, deal 3 damage to someone.
Okay.
Then you turn in the dragon, deal 3 damage. That's 6. Then you spend 3 to summon it back. All right, turn it again.
Oh man.
Now you did 9. Then
you go for another lane.
you go for a lane shield, and then you do 12. And if you go for the Elderman Tower, you do 15.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm
No, first is though. You said you deal 2, 3, and you have to get it back though.
Yeah,
Right? No,
you
you-
summon it. You summon
Oh
it.
yeah, you do, and then you just summon it
summon
right back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you summon, I'm saying the Dova is strong, but the only problem with it is speed. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You have to be able to play early. So what I'm trying
No,
to
he can only do. I'm sorry. He can only do 12. He can't do 15.
why can't
So
he?
let's say
with the Elderman Tower?
Yes. So let's say you have 5 mana, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have the red. You turn it in. No bonus. Turn it in. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You turn it in. So that's 6 damage, and then
You summon it.
yeah, you summon it.
You
Okay.
turn it again, 9
in.
damage.
Oh wait, no, that is 15.
Right.
still.
And also you could you don't
That
even
is
have to
crazy.
do that. You don't even have to summon. You could just use dragon twice.
What? Let me see that.
You could
card.
just use dragon without turning it in. You could just use it 2 times.
What?
And then for 4 mana, you deal 6 damage to someone, which is far better than the. You see what I'm saying? The versatility is insane.
That is nuts.
But all you so for.
But that's an aggro card. I don't know.
But
dude.
that the
It's
prop,
tough.
the reason why it doesn't work exactly is because the card makes you want to go for dragons the whole game
Instead of win.
instead of win. But all you
But dude,
need
you
to
can
do.
do gatekeeper. You can do a dragon roll.
Right, exactly. I know the dragon rolls. It's tempting. It's like a pot of gold.
Yeah.
But I think the reality is you want to get 1 dragon and you want to play that dragon the whole game.
Yeah.
So if you get the red dragon,
Just use
play
it.
for kills. Use your 2 mana, weaken somebody. Go use your.
On top of
fly-
that, if you have the black, that's 5. Because you do 2 damage per turn.
the black one.
Yes, you use
Oh yeah,
that.
it's 5. If you capture black, it's insane. 5. You could do a
You can actually
17
do
damage.
17 damage.
Yeah, you could do a 17 damage count. Yeah, it's just saying nobody's
That's
safe.
crazy.
Nobody's safe. If you would
That was nuts. That was nuts.
Yeah. Nobody does it. Okay, it's hard to set up. The only challenge, like I said, is the Raven comes out the gate with that ability set. This card
doesn't. But the positive is that you could, instead of, if you don't need to play red, you could also play jackpot strategy. Because the same way you can deal 17 damage, you could also gain 18 health in one turn. Because with 5 mana, you could use the 2 mana, use the gain 3, right?
Uh-huh.
So 2 mana, gain 3. Then turn to the dragon, now you gain 6. Then you summon again,
3.
then you've done 9. Then you go for the Elven Tower. Okay, now you gain
that's
12. Then you capture, I guess
you
you
get
have to
another
capture
lane shield. You get another lane shield to get the dragon right
Lane
back.
Shield, get dragon again,
That's 15.
15. And if you captured the green gate instead, then you would potentially,
Yeah, and if you have that's 18.
yeah.
Oh my god,
See what I'm saying?
18
That's what I'm saying.
18 health
It's
with
insane.
5 mana.
If you have green,
You
then
have to have 5. Yeah, you have to have 5 mana. Have to get the Elderman Tower, and you have to own Green Gate.
Yeah, but even without the Element Tower, it's an easy 15. If you have 5
It
mana.
isn't easy. You still. Does he have a green bonus?
Yes. Plus
He has to
one.
get a 3 though.
Not if he spends 1 mana to do +1
Yeah,
damage
but
to
you have
Lane
5.
Shield.
You have 5.
But
Mana.
then
You
you
need
spend-
5 mana.
But then you spend 4 on the used dragon, right? Instead of summoning it, so you'll use the green.
Oh, I
the
see.
green
Then you
health
have one
dragon
left
card,
over.
and then you use the +1 to. I'm not,
Dude, that's nuts. Nobody's ever exposed the Dova like that.
I know. I've been thinking about
That's
this for a while,
crazy.
but nobody. But that's the problem. The problem is, and I'm letting the viewers know. The problem is when I play Dova, and anyone's played Dova, is you're always going for Dragon Roll. It's a greed thing. You want the Dragon Roll.
Oh yeah, an early dragon was nuts.
Yeah, but it's you lose your dragon and then you lose all your power. Because the power in this card is the fact that you can use the. Now imagine this too. You capture blue as a Dova. Number one, you have easy access to all the gates. But you can now you're the best blue character in the game because you can just conjure stockades. You can for 4 mana, you conjure. Well, I guess it's 2 stockades for 4 mana, but still. So you're 2 mana, you conjure stockades.
That's right, because the dragon stockade.
And you
Ow.
can fly, and you turn board. It's so like you have it set. So if
You gotta be a big brain while using that, though. You have to really try to put together what you need to do.
Right.
And I think that's why people don't use it. They just think, dragon, okay, I have an extra dragon I can turn in, and that's it. You have to be in depth and in all the time thinking like 3 steps ahead how I'm gonna use this and finish somebody.
I think realistically it comes down to this, right? If you're playing a game where you are at risk of dying, right? Like say there's Prodigy, you're playing against Prodigy, you're playing against Raven.
Okay.
All right, you want the gain 3 health dragon first. If you're playing against a bunch of red characters, red and blues, you want the kill. You know what I mean? So you go for the. If you're playing against a mix, all right, I think going for the deal 3 damage dragon first tends to help since you can't be targeted super hard. But I think that, I don't know, go for the deal 3 damage dragon. You are now the Raven. I just think that it might be better. I think just situationally, right? Maybe you capture the green dragon and whatever. But I think the main point is this: is that when you have these dragons, you need to be going for gates. The thing with the Raven, if you look at the leaderboards, again, gatekeeperonline.net, you can go and look at the stats. If you're playing the Raven has a ton of gate captures. 3.67 per game. The most gate captures per game other than one character.
That has 5 dominations, by the way, which is nuts.
And 5 dominations. Do you
That's
see the
crazy.
point? You see what I'm trying to say here? 8 player kills is a lot. Don't get me wrong, but they probably got a lot of stuff from that. But the main point here. Oh, and Hawked too can be used against Gatekeeper.
Yeah.
That's better for Raven. Okay, that's obviously better. But during Gate phase, you're just as strong as Raven.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And you can make the.
and no, not even. Don't even worry about it, right? Because the Raven can't easily dragon roll like you can. So instead of going for Hawked in the end game, you just go for a dragon roll in the end game. It's the same difference. It's stronger.
That
So-
was nice, dude.
and you have a dragon already, and you can capture 2 dragons on the same turn if you have 3 mana, because you can summon, then go for a lane shield. So first rotation gatekeeper, you could have. You know what I'm saying? He's so good, but nobody knows.
But dude, I think this is why though. You have to show how to use them though, and if you use them properly, then everyone will rotate to that.
Well, I'm gonna start using Dova, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know. But look at this. Let me show you something, dude. Here's the crazy thing. Let me show you one other thing here.
Okay. Look how close the points are getting in the all-time, dude.
Oh my
is
god, I
only-
haven't seen the all-time in so long.
Ethan is only 15 points. Ethan is only 15 points off of taking the number 1 spot.
Dude, where have I fallen, dude? Oh my gosh, I'm so far away from Gabe now. Oh, no, not Gabe, but from you, it's crazy. What? Dude, because I was close. I think I moved up to
Yeah.
top 2 or top 3 at one point.
I think you were in the top however many. And Lucas is now top 6. Now, I mean, the top 6.
Andrew's finally close now, yeah.
Amador's coming back.
Andrew's far, though. Come on, dude. He's a low 100.
Yeah, but he's going to pass Tori.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, I think
Tori with a 160 is already crazy. That's nuts, dude.
I mean, I don't know. So, okay, I have to take.
Tyler's earned. He's won 2.
I have to use the restroom.
Okay.
So maybe just entertain the stream for like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Like 1 minute.
Oh! Okay, so talking about other cards. Let's see. Oh, wait, I gotta pull up the stats. Wait 2 seconds. 2 seconds, boys. Dude, what? Oh, okay, hold on. Season 6 stats. Okay, so guys, if you don't know how, since we're taking this break, if you guys don't understand this game or something, we do have videos on our YouTube video to explain what we're talking about and how we're doing these things with the cards, like we're explaining to do. So if you do want to come and play the game, we do have a separate table. We don't just throw you into ranked right away to just, you know, a bunch of mad dogs that want to just go for kills and stuff like that. You do have an opportunity to learn and understand the game before you get thrown into rank. If you want to play ranked, it's always optional, but you know, ranked is fun. You know, you have stats, you have points, and you have the opportunity to play in the grand finals for some money and just for the title as well. So if you guys do want to play, we do play Tuesdays, like he said. We start at 6 o'clock, and the time does vary, though, because each game, you know, you never know how long it's going to take, whether somebody dominates or if everyone's a little chicken to play the first gatekeeper rotation, which is nuts. So other than that, though, if you guys finally do understand and learn how to play the games, you can purchase different cards to see the different combinations that you can do with those cards. Like he explained with Dova, I didn't know Dova could potentially be that good until he has studied the card now and figure out how to do 17 health in a turn, or 18 I believe, or to do 17 damage in one turn. That is absolutely insane, and I didn't know that could be done, especially with the Dova card. So the thing with mana cards is, like I said earlier, there's a lot more fun to it now that you can do different combos instead of rolling the dice and randomly, you know, something happened to it. Does it take away from the hypeness a little bit? Just a little bit, though, because it was hype, you know, rolling for what you needed to roll for on your card before. Like, you need a 3 and you had to roll that 3. Now you can, you know, save up your mana and just know that you're going to do this certain move instead of having to pray for it. Let me see. Other than that, Season 6 has been good so far. We're only 9 games in, so if you guys want to join, you still have, you know, it's still pretty early, and we do tend to play about 3 to 4 matches every Tuesday. So, yeah. I would say that's it, though. But shout out to Lucas. Lucas did pretty good last week. This is the top 5 right now. You got Lucas, Gabe, Ethan, Gabriel, and Andrew McDowell.
You want water?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so, all right. Is there anything else we want to talk about before I mean, we've been talking for a while, so we can kind of end episode 1, but I want to
I would say for the most part, Season 6 is going good. We're seeing a lot of cards being used that we haven't thought of, like Harambe is starting to come up big now because of...
King Adamy's nuts too.
Yeah, King Adamy has definitely popped off in the last couple of weeks.
he's only won 1 game this season, but he's only been played twice, and he won one of them. But his snowball
his
ability...
card has a 50% win rate.
His snowball ability lets you finish people off pretty easily because you get the 2 damage.
Yeah.
Right? So that means you can do easy damage combos. Again, it's like a lighter version of... It's kind of a hybrid between Raven and Harambe. But attacking gates twice is really nuts. Endgame.
Yeah. And he has I think everyone loses a turn.
Target player loses gate attack.
Oh,
So you
no,
could-
that's not the card.
But remove outer lane shield. This was the same as Harambe, but it costs one more.
No, dude, I think that's the wrong King Anime card, bro.
No, dude.
No, Gabe used the King Anime where he was all players lose their turn.
That was a random one.
No, it wasn't this one. No, I swear it was, dude. It was this one. I know. Look through the deck. Hold on, while you're explaining something, I'm gonna look through it real quick. There's another King Anime card in here.
Well, basically, all I'm trying to say that there are
Sleeper cards, right? There are cards that people haven't fully, used to their full potential, right? And so that's the fun thing. That's why, and that's also why we don't buff and nerf cards in a season, because the part of the game is figuring out which cards are good and being able to get the full potential out of them, right? And so if a card hasn't been fully realized, then people are gonna whatever. And so ultimately in the future, right, we're gonna add new cards, right? And then if those cards might be busted for a reason we don't know, and if that's part of the thing, like you gotta find those cards will get banned or picked in the finals, and that's all part of it. Like really, this whole thing is to prepare for the grand final. So I don't know. Like Prodigy, for example, is being super underused. Karasu is being underused.
Prodigy's
Nobody knows how to use this card, right?
the
the
Skinwalker.
The Skinwalker. Nobody knows. You can use all other characters' abilities.
Number 5.
All.
It was nuts, dude.
Oh, geez. Let me look at that real quick.
And it was absolutely insane, bro.
Let me look at that. I think this is.
No, this is the new. I think this is the new one.
That's
There's
definitely the old one.
There's two of the old. There's 2 of that one. Here, there's another one. You got 3.
No, this has got to be the nerfed version. There's 2 of them.
There's 2 of these, and there's 1 of these.
Oh, that means this is.
I'm telling you, this is the new one. It was nuts, bro.
Target player loses gate attack, and then this one's all opponents lose.
Dude, so like the gatekeeper's on his last rotation gives you 1 more rotation for everyone to do what they need to do.
What thing with that? I don't know, like which one of these are legal. But I mean, then again, no one can use these cards anyway unless we sell it. But
I guess they can buy which version they want.
I mean, no, we did have to buy it in the item shop. So I don't know if I'd put that in the item shop. But maybe I add that to a character in the future. I think.
Dude, that is nuts, bro. Because it gives you guys 1 more rotation to survive. If the gatekeeper's
It
not right
costs
next
5
to it.
mana.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all. It's not bad. But yeah, I would say that kind of wraps up today. We talked about how season 6 going, how the players are using certain cards to dominate the game, what cards are thriving and succeeding well.
Right. And in the future, I think. What do you want to talk about next week? I think we'll try to find a guest.
Yeah,
try to
next
talk
week,
to them about their strategies and stuff. But realistically, like, there's some hot topics I want to talk about. And we could kind of talk about the villains of Gatekeeper. We talk about the drama. You know what I mean? We talk about.
There's some drama between I don't know. I think between me and Amador now. I don't really.
Oh, that's why.
He's been.
So there's certain things we could talk about there. We might talk about like certain hype rolls that have happened in the past. There's different things like.
Yeah, we can react to clips.
Yeah, we could always like watch our old clips and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, follow us on social media. If you're following us on YouTube, then thank you, because this is our YouTube channel. If you're following us on Instagram or not following us, follow us at, I think it's gatekeepergame.co. And then on, I think TikTok, it's at gatekeeperthegame. Or it might be Gatekeeper Official, one of the two. I really don't know off the top of my head. But other than that, I think we're good. So we'll see you again next week. We'll let you know how the matches go. Again, subscribe, get our shorts, see our like little hype clips and stuff. So,
all right, thank you guys. Appreciate it, and hopefully you guys are able to tune in next time on the podcast and chime in.